Hello, mighty companion. This is Earl Purdy, and I'm here today to do Course in Miracles with you. We are going to do Course in Miracles lesson number 93. Light and joy and peace are in about light. I'm going off. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Light and joy and peace abide in me. You think, now the Course in the Miracles is going to talk about what the fearful, negative, insecure part of ourselves thinks about ourselves. So you think you are the home of evil, darkness, and sin. You think if anyone could see the truth about you, they would be repelled, recoiling from you as if from a poisonous snake. You think, so there's a part of you that thinks if what is true about you, really true about you, were revealed to you, you would be struck with horror so intense that you would rush to death by your own hand, living on after seeing this being impossible. These are beliefs so firmly fixed that it's difficult to help you see that these negative beliefs about yourself are based on nothing. That you have made mistakes is obvious. That you have sought your happiness and salvation in strange ways, that you have been deceived, that you have been deceiving and afraid of foolish fantasies and savage dreams, that you have bowed down to idols made of dust. Yeah, all this is true about what you now believe. Today we question all of these fearful beliefs, not from the point of view of what you think. We're going to question your beliefs from a very different reference point. We're going to question your beliefs, from which such idle, fear, meaningless thoughts are meaningless. These thoughts of any kind of fear and hatred and sense of weakness about yourself, these thoughts are not according to God's will. These weird beliefs, your Creator doesn't share your weird beliefs about you with you. And this is enough. The fact that your Creator doesn't share these beliefs, this is enough to prove that these fearful beliefs are wrong. But you don't perceive that your fearful beliefs are wrong. Why would you not be overjoyed? Why would you not be overjoyed why would you not be overjoyed to be assured that all the evil that you think you did was never really done? That all your sins are nothing? Why would you not be overjoyed to be assured that you are pure and holy as you were created, and that light and joy and peace abide in you? Your image of yourself cannot stand the will of God. You think that the image of yourself, notwithstanding the will of God, is death. But your perception of yourself, notwithstanding the truth, is life. You think you are destroyed. There's a part of you that thinks you are destroyed. But the truth is you are saved. Because the self you made, the self you think you are, the ego, is not the child of God. Therefore, this self of fear and separation and upset that you made up doesn't really exist at all. And that means everything your fearful separated self seems to do and think means nothing. Your ego, your fearful separated self, is neither bad nor good. Your ego, your fearful separated self, is unreal and nothing more than unreal. Your fearful separated self is not really battling with the creation of God. The fearful separated self doesn't really hurt the child of God, nor really attack the child of God's peace. The child of God in you, the real you, hasn't changed. Your ego hasn't changed creation, nor reduced eternal innocence to sin and love to hate. What power can this so-called self you made possess? When this so-called separated ego self would contradict the will of God, what power could this ego fearful self of yours really have? Your sinlessness, which is your innocence, is guaranteed by God. Your innocence is guaranteed by God. Over and over, that your innocence is guaranteed by God must be repeated until it's accepted. That your innocence is guaranteed by your Creator is true. Your innocence is guaranteed by God. Nothing can touch your innocence. Nothing can change what God created as eternal. The self you made, the one that thinks it's evil and full of sin, that self is meaningless. Your innocence is guaranteed by God, and the light and joy and the peace abide in you. Your healing, your salvation requires the acceptance of but one thought. You are as God created you, not what you made of yourself. Whatever evil you may think you did, you are as God created you. Whatever mistakes you made, the truth about you is unchanged. Creation is eternal and unalterable. Your innocence is guaranteed by God. You are and will forever be exactly as you were created. Light and joy and peace abide in you because God put light and joy and peace there. In our longer practice period today, which would be most profitable if done for the first 5 minutes of every waking hour, begin by stating the truth about your creation. Light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Then put away your foolish images and spend the rest of the practice period trying to experience what God has given you in place of what you've decreed for yourself. You are what God created, or what you made. One self is true, the other isn't there. Try to experience the unity of your one self. Try to appreciate the holiness and innocence of your one self and the love for which it was created. Try not to interfere with the self which God created as you by hiding its majesty behind the tiny idols of evil and sinfulness that you have replaced it. Let your real self come into its own. Here you are. This is you. And light and joy and peace abide in you because the light and joy and peace are you. You may be unwilling, you may not be willing or even able to use the first 5 minutes of each hour for these exercises. Try, however, to do so when you can. At least remember to repeat these thoughts each hour. Light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness, my innocence is guaranteed by God. Then try to devote at least a minute or so to closing your eyes and realizing that all this stuff is a statement of truth about you. If a situation arises that seems disturbing, quickly dispel the illusion of fear by repeating these thoughts. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Should you be tempted to become angry at someone, tell that person silently, light and joy and peace abide in you. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Tell the person that seems to upset you silently, light and joy and peace abide in you. Your innocence is guaranteed by God. You can do much for the world's healing and salvation today. You can do much today to bring you closer to the part in the plan that God has assigned to you. And you can do much today to bring conviction to your mind that the idea for the day is true indeed, and the idea for today is this. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Light and joy and peace abide in you. Light and joy and peace abide in you. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Light and joy and peace abide in you. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Light and joy and peace abide in you. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness, that my innocence, is guaranteed by God. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Light and joy and peace abide in you. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Light and joy and peace abide in you. So check me out at www.earlpurdy.com and let peace extend from my mind to yours.